Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine, the show where we talk about all things gaming. My name is Killjoy, and today we're taking a look at Oddworld New and Tasty for the Switch. Now, it's recently came out on Switch. It is a remake of the original Abe's Oddysee. It came out a couple years ago on, I had it on Wii U and PC, but it came to Switch, and I thought, you know what, I fancy playing that again. I thought we'd just take a quick look at the port and go over a couple of things I found with it and have a good old time. Just a quick one, there are a few extra little bits that they added later on, I believe. There is a co-op mode, which I think works when somebody dies, someone else takes over and stuff like that. They added later on the sideways hopping button to run, which is really nice. And there are, I guess for a console game, there's a few little graphics tweaks, but nothing too intensive there, so... Yep. Oh, I've also put it so Scrub Abe's on, so I think he's got a different costume. But yeah, I have completed the game. I did it in fairly quick time. So we're just gonna jump into like the first chapter and stuff because it's easy to show off and talk about that. It shows you can go to any of these places, and it shows you my time there, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, you see, so a lot of these areas don't take that long to do. Probably the longest being, ooh, traitor. Longest being the first area of the game, I guess? I don't know. Alright, well, we're going to Rupture Farms anyway. Yes, let's go there. See if we can save me some more Mood Darkens. But yeah, it's a fairly competent Switch port. Let's skip the movie. Let's go, Abe. Now, this game does something quite evil, that if you don't find all this... Oh wow. If you don't find all of the secrets, then a lot of your fellow buddies will die, which is unfortunate. Also, bombs. Be careful of them bombs. So, what? But yeah, so the game itself is very much how you remember it. It's like very much the same as the other versions of this game, but I'm gonna make that jump. But yeah, I have encountered a couple of little glitches, little small things with this, but nothing too crazy. Can I even make that jump? That's the question. No. Oh damn it. But yeah, it's a port that is pretty much favourable to the others. I encountered a glitch where with a couple of scrabs, where the enemy ended up facing the screen, and because when scrabs see each other, they get locked in combat. I could walk through them. So that was interesting. I'm pretty sure it's a secret around here. But other than that, the game's pretty much been pretty much fine to play. There's not been really any issues. So I would like to know where all these secrets are that I keep missing, so I've clearly not what we're doing. Best thing about the game. But yeah, if you haven't played Abe's Oddysee or Abe's Exodus before, this is the first time seeing it. It is a platformer where you play as Abe, who has the ability to chant and essentially take control of things. But he's also very weak. The idea is you're playing as a character who has very little skill. But you can take control of these sligs. These guys are like the main enemy of the game. They have a gun, so... And then you can blow them up when you're done with them. This game is very dark and it's very grim. But you also have the ability to talk to people.
Hello. Hello. Follow me. Okay.
And they expand on this in the second game, but yeah, like the game itself has been a lot of fun to play, as you'd imagine. Like this is a good remake of the original. There are a few issues in it that I'm not a big fan of, but like other than that, the game plays really, really well. The Switch port runs fine. Loading times are maybe a little bit long, but other than that, Game runs fine. Encountered a couple of glitches, but nothing too crazy. Nope, there's no one there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Hello. 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 Over. Everybody. Hello. Hi. Follow me. Okay.
And the idea, anyway, in this game is to save as many of these dudes as you can. As you see up there, it says employees, casualties, escapees. Casualties are basically ones that die, and that will, if you get to the end of this area and you haven't found everyone, you instantly kill off 52 workers, which is a bit brutal, I think. So I'm gonna try and. Whee! The game's very, very fun. It's very silly. It is hard though. This first area is, you know, very straightforward, but the game itself is brutally difficult later on if you don't know like how the game mechanics work. But yeah, like all in all, it's like a very apart from bye, buddy. Apart from like that one or two glitches I've had, like the game actually just works really well on Switch. This is a perfect game to have on Switch. This is great to play as a portable game because it is very pick up and play. Oops! Come back, birdies! I need you. But as you can see, like, the game looks good for what it is. It basically plays the same as it does the other versions that I have. So, all in all, like I can't really complain too much about it. Like I've been having a blast with it. Probably gonna do most of this area so you guys kind of get a feel for what the game is if you haven't played it. But I would absolutely recommend it. This game is so good.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, got him killed. You can see there's plenty of different mechanics as well in this game, like hiding in shadows, things like that. There's like, they're currently working on a new one, so it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. Bye, buddy.
Howdy. Oh, yeah. Follow me. Okay. Wait here. Okay.
The thing is, this game has a funny sense of humor. It's also, like I said, it's really dark, but like.
Hey, chum. Oh, yeah. Hello. Follow me. Okay. Everybody. Hey there. Hello. Follow me.
Trying to just get these guys saved. Let's go. Whee! I think that's how you heal as well. So this game does have something where you have a. If I do this, you see those birds. Those birds act as my health as well, so that's also how I heal. But you can play classic difficulty, which is one-shot kill, which in this game can be quite difficult. There's some scraps back there. Like you can creep, roll, run. There's like the game's very momentum-based, which is what makes it good, I guess. Like there's so much stuff to this game. Like you have the ability to like be very active, a lot of running away from stuff, a lot of like undoing puzzles, a lot of this stuff. We have to turn off bombs.
Everyone, follow me. Okay.
Save my friends here as well. But hopefully, like if you enjoy what you're seeing, then this game's probably for you. And like I said, it's on Switch now. I think it's like £20. It's not the longest game, but if you've never played it before, like you're gonna have a good time with it.
Work. All day.
This area, anyway, in the game kind of sets up a lot of things you can do. Shows you how like trap works. Actually, I will show something off actually. So this is Slick, you can talk as well.
What's up? What up? What's up? Here, boy. Rip him a piece out. Get down.
You can also do this. What? So it's kind of fun. Like it's like the idea that you can just use it Ooh. You can just use these different creatures to get around the levels and solve puzzles. You use primarily sligs to access certain things, especially later on. But you also unlock other powers. There are other creatures in the game that can also you have to deal with that have different behaviors. Just gonna casually keep walking on there. And there's obviously some. Oh. Save these boys as well.
Oh, yeah. Follow me. Okay. Stop. Okay. Work all day. Kill him. That time's over. Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Follow me.
Oh, hey. If you keep saying hello to them as well, they get really annoyed.
Hold up. Right.
Trying to get this guy killed. It gives you two ways of doing this puzzle. You can either use the bomb. And this is why you don't want to get shot. You use the bomb or you can do this. So you can get kind of a choice. Ooh, come on, off you go. But the game's puzzles are primarily like you have to figure out how to save your friends. Because that's the whole point of the game, you're trying to save them. And on top of that, you are also trying to use the environment, what's in the environment, to complete the puzzles. For example, with sligs, you can use them to attack things, you can use them to pull levers. If you are in Scrabania or Paramania, you have Scrabs and Paramites. You can't possess them, but you can use them in ways to complete puzzles. You have to understand their behaviors. The game's pretty good with that. Like, each area is fairly different. Save this friendo. Can't go this way yet anyway. That's like the end game. Off we Trotsky. Whee. The game's also meant to be very cinematic like this. It tries to have a lot of like lots of cutscenes and things that are really good as well. That was a fairly good story, very simple story, but fairly a good one. That's what made the sequel so good as well. But yeah, I'll just show off the last bit of this area and going into the next area, and you guys can kind of see. Obviously, I haven't been talking a huge amount like normally. Like, it's kind of one of those things where just showing you the gameplay shows off if you want it. As a Switch port, you guys can probably see it like runs fine. I'm having no issues playing it. No issues that I didn't already have with the original remake on Wii U and on PC. The game itself's just fun if you like puzzle platformers, if you like the idea of using a lot of environmental stuff. There are certain sections of this that are a little bit confusing and a little bit difficult if you're not used to it, but generally speaking, like, the game's pretty solid and it's a fun game. And if you do want 100% it, there are like lots of secrets to try and look for and try and find that are hidden around areas. So it's definitely worth doing that. So this is like the last area technically. Just tiptoe past this dude. So you see it says escapees 20s, casualty 1. Had that one dude get killed, unfortunately. But there's clearly a secret around it in some of these areas that I've missed, because in a minute you'll see that it says, hey, look, you know, if you go this way, you're gonna lose all these dudes. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, didn't even talk about this. You can throw things.
Stop right there.
Oh no! Bye, Abe. So that is a weird little. There's a weird little issue with that. Hide here. You probably saw that I was up on that thing and then I died. Where is he? God damn it. I'm making this way harder than it needs to be. I'll just creep through there. You meant to do this. Cheap toe for it. Pull this. And then... I'm sure people watching this probably know where some of the secrets are, so you can probably tell that I've missed a few. Ah, better off just taking hold of him, innit? Something they did fix in this game... Oh, low battery. Something they did fix in this game was have it so that the sligs won't run off screen, generally. But yeah, let's just end this up and show you how this section ends. Come on. Keep pulling that lever, Abe. Oops. Might be a secret over there, actually. Well, messed that up. That's one thing, it's kind of hard to tell how far to fall in this game as well. I believe there is a secret up where that slig is, though. Let's just hit this checkpoint. And sweet. To make that jump. Oh! Forgot that was there, to be honest. Cheeky little secret. Oh, good. This is the problem with the secrets in this game, is they're usually really... No. Oh yeah, something I didn't show. There is a quick save feature. Just... Oops. Right, rather than have you watch me do this entire section, let's just roll out of here a minute. You don't want to watch me struggle with that puzzle or any of the other puzzles and whatnot. The secret sections are always hard, but as you can see, hopefully you can see that the game runs absolutely fine on Switch. I'd recommend it if you've not played this game. Go and pick this game up. It is a lot of fun. It's on PC as well. It's on Wii U. It's probably on Xbox and PlayStation. It is just a straight up really good time. Can't recommend it enough. Hopefully you can just see from some of the gameplay if it's your cup of tea or not. It's a lot of fun. The port side of things is that it runs just like every other version I've played. Maybe the load times were a little bit long, but generally speaking I think they were anyway, so there you go. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for me today then. Thank you very much for watching as always. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more content like this, then hit subscribe. Links for Facebook and Twitter will be down below as always, and until next video, I will see you then.